Most teens nowadays aren't doing anything worth their lives. They're just going home, watching some BS TV show, eating some BS junk food, not doing anything with their lives on TikTok all day. It's ruining their attention span so that they can't even get good grades. There's another person out there who's grinding away. First sad truth about this generation is that a lot of people are living life to the fullest with bad habits. People always say, oh, you should live life while you're young, right? That applied to when people used to go outside, play football with their friends, go climb trees all day. That's not what they do now. What do? They scroll on their TikTok, they watch some BS TV shows. That's what they do. Scroll, they eat junk food, they watch some BS TV shows, maybe do a little bit of homework while scrolling on TikTok at the same time. People do not understand that this generation is that bricked up. People do not understand that that's not living life to the fullest. Living life to the fullest is going outside, being with your friends, being with the sun, eating the good, healthy food, and building something up. It's either you build something great, and it's either you're seen as weird for being different, doing the good habits, being like a normal human, or you just go be like everyone else, scroll on TikTok all day and eat some BS junk food, ruining your mind, huh? What do you want to do? You want to live the good life or the bad life? I say the good life. Why the frick would you want to live the bad life? The bad life seems good, but it's the bad life. You know, back in the Bible, the devil tempted Eve to eat the fruit, which he deemed as good. When she ate of the fruit, she gave it to Adam. Adam ate of the fruit. Boom, what happened? The bad shit happened. The original sin was made. God made pain, whatever. You know the story. The devil tempted us with what seemed as good, but eventually we knew that was going to be bad. That's the instant gratification activities. That's something that we know that feels really good right now, but it's going to make our life worse in the long run. And the second point, what is all that instant gratification going to do for their future selves? Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. There's only going to be instant gratification, which is right now, but it's going to make their life worse in the long run. Doing all those good habits right now may be fun, but it's not going to be enjoyable for the 20, 30-year-old selves who are broke and have a low-paying job. But there's another teen out there building up right now. He's building up his lifestyle. He's building up a physique. He's building up social networks. And he's building up a business. He's building up a brand so that when he is 20s, when he's in his 30s, when he's in his 40s, he's a millionaire. He makes good money and he doesn't have to depend on anyone else because he's his own boss. He's an entrepreneur. He doesn't have to depend on anyone else for their money. He can make his own money. And sure, like all the taxes and everything, and that's not going to be as fun. But he still makes his own money and he still makes good profits because he built up that brand and then he made a product, or he made a product or made a service or whatever, and he made money when he was young. Instead of partying, smoking, weed, he wasn't doing any of that. He wasn't watching, you know what? He was eating healthy. He was going to the gym. He was doing all the good habits. He was getting ready for school each morning. He was making his bed early in the morning, doing a good morning routine, all of the good habits. He was doing all of those. And those compounded over time. And then when he's in his 20s and 30s, he's a multi-millionaire because he sacrificed those fun years. Fun, meaning the instant gratification activities. He sacrificed all of that fun for his future 20, 30-year-old self. And that's why he's successful, and that's why you are not. That's why he will be successful, and that's why you will not. Because you're sacrificing your future self for yourself now, instead of the other way around. So you're watching all those YouTube shorts, you're scrolling on your phone all day, you're eating those processed junk food, getting more fat and fat and fat, and you're not doing anything about it. While another guy is. He's doing all the good habits, he's not using his phone for the first and last hour of the day, he's disciplined, he goes to work out early in the morning, he runs, he lifts, he eats healthy, he's doing all of the good habits. He's not watching some BS TV show or listening to some BS music, and he's not wasting time. Instead of watching those BS TV shows or TikTok all day, what does he do? He records his videos, he builds up his brand, he watches videos of how to build up brands, he learns about valuable mindsets, he journals about things that he's learned, he journals about new concepts that he's created. He's doing everything right. He reads educational books, he listens to educational content. It might not make a big difference right now, but eventually it will. And now, during our teenage years, this is our perfect time to grind. Because when we're in our 20s and 30s, we have responsibilities, we might have families, we might have a job, we might have other things to do. But right now, all we have is freaking school and maybe a sport, and that's it. We still have so much time that we can be doing to learn, to read, to learn about new concepts and new things, build up a skill, build up a business. We have so much time instead of scrolling on TikTok and Instagram and watching TV shows. We can be doing that. We can be learning. We can be studying. about everything that we want. We can be building up so many skills and building up a brand and doing so many other things instead of doing what we're doing right now. The instant gratification activities. We can be working hard in school. We can be doing so much more because this is our teenage years. We don't have any responsibilities right now. All we have is school, making our parents proud, and that's it. That's all we have to do. We don't have to pay taxes. We don't have to do all this stuff. We don't have to pay off car mortgages. But especially during our teenage years, this is our time to grind because we don't live in our own place. We live with our parents. They make us our food. They pay for our food. We just have to build something up. That's why it's our perfect time to grind right now. So instead of scrolling on TikTok, instead of scrolling on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, grind, build up a skill, and keep on practicing that skill. Because eventually learning that skill, you can teach others that skill and you can make that into a business. Or you can make that into a YouTube channel. And then YouTube channel, you build up that personal brand or whatever of people who actually want to follow you. And then you can sell them something. Then you can sell them a course or an online community. Right now is our time to grind. So many people are wasting it. And I hope that you're not one of them. Because when we're in our 20s, 30s, who's going to win? The guy who started self-improvement today and doing all the good habits instead of scrolling on TikTok? Or this guy scrolling on TikTok? Who's going to win? Tell me. Do the hard work, not sort of later. Like, subscribe, comment. Share this video with someone who thinks you can use the knowledge. Do the hard work, not sort of later. And as always, Melee,